Happy Valentine's Day. If you do not understand the logic behind pleasing your man, please skip this video. I know we're still talking about makeup, but I'll make it make sense to you as we go along. We're gonna take my look from this to this. At this point, your skin should already be prepped with moisturizer. For oily skin, I like gel-based moisturizers, and for dry skin on my clients, I like to use emulsions or moisturizers that are for dry skin, like this CeraVe moisturizing lotion. If your skin's gonna be exposed, of course bronze out your skin because your skin needs to look delicious, okay? You want to use a primer that will stand the test of time. I love to use the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. Of course, you want to take your primer down your neck. I mean, you never know what happens during the night. Put some concealer under the eye, just to color correct. Make sure the color kind of matches your skin, like this one. I like to take this around the mouth as well. Just a little bit to mute any discoloration. Then you want to put a lighter color under the eye. I don't really like going too light, so I want to put that under the eye. Of course, if you want to go a bit lighter, you can do that. I'm a blend as you go kind of girl, so you want to blend this when this gets slightly tacky. And focus on the edges, so that way there are no harsh lines. You don't want your man seeing harsh lines on your face. Makeup needs to look like it's coming out of your face, not sitting on your face. I'm trying to figure out what to do for Valentine's Day. There's this restaurant that I like. It's called Sabor Lagos. They're doing dinner and comedy, and I think love and laughter just goes so well. I just love a situation where I'm laughing with someone I love, so definitely Sabor is somewhere to go to. What other places are good? I think Sabor Lagos. Sabor Lagos is a really nice restaurant, and I think it's got a romantic atmosphere, so definitely I'd consider Sabor Lagos. But no, we're in Lagos, you're better off booking in advance because Nigerians love a Valentine's Day, so book your reservations in advance. You want to contour? I love this foundation by Lancome. Just gonna apply that just a little bit. Then using another foundation, I'm just gonna blend that contour out. Remember, we're trying to have everything sink into the skin, so we're gonna use a contour color that's not too far off from the skin. We don't want to look skeletal or like too sucked in, you know? Blend, blend, blend. Make sure everything sinks into the skin. We're underpainting. I love using these types of brushes because they are very precise and they blend exactly where you want it to blend. Doesn't overdo and it does not underdo as well. Underdo, is that even English? Underdo. Of course, you want to get the edges of your nose because the nose needs to be super snatched using that same brush. Just gonna... You want to take whatever is left over on the brush and bring it into the lid, so that way you don't see where the nose contour starts and ends. Always take a beauty blender and just push everything in. I'm going to take my Fenty matchstick in Pumpkin and just throw that right in there and up into the temple. I'm going to use this orange and then put pink powder over it, so there's a nice dimension to the cheek area. I'm trying to decide what to wear. I'm not a red or pink person on Valentine's Day. Like, count me out. I'm not walking around in red or pink. So I'm trying to decide on what color to go for. I'm feeling blue right now. Blue is like the opposite side of what Valentine's is, but whatever. Of course, put it on the nose because it makes you look softer. With this sort of look, the best foundation to use is the Skin is in Hyaluronic Matte Foundation. It blends the foundation right into the skin. I'm trying to decide whether to use a beauty blender or a flat top brush for my foundation application. If you are trying to decide on that too, make sure you watch my previous video. I've decided to go ahead with my beauty blender because again, I want it super, super soft and skin-like. That's what my men like, okay? And from doing makeup for years now, I've come to realize that a lot of men actually love soft looks. So this is what I was saying about if you don't like the idea of pleasing your man, just skip this video. It's Valentine's Day and I definitely believe that whether you're pleasing your man or your man's pleasing you, I mean, carry your weight, you know what I mean? So for Valentine's Day is to please your man, innit? and I feel like a lot of men love that soft finish look. So definitely we're gonna go for the beauty blender today, so we get that soft feminine finish. So you want to start from your neck, and I'm going to give you one advice today. If there's nothing you take from this video, when applying with a beauty blender, don't do section by section as opposed to just blending everywhere. So when you start here, make sure you finish here, then continue. Okay, so that way you have an even seamless blend. There are no gaps missing. So when using a beauty blender, just take it section by section as opposed to just, you know, moving your beauty blender around. It gives a better coverage, it gives a better finish. Yes, you can go over your contour, you can go over your blush if you want. That is why it's called underpainting. Try not to use too much product so that way it just looks softer. I put a lighter color under my eye and it's gotten a little bit tacky, so I'm going to blend that. Focusing in the inner corner, not taking it out too much just yet. Now whatever is left over, use it to snatch your eye. It gives a more sexy, more feline look. It's like a mini facelift. I like to set all the areas that I've put concealer using a mineralized powder, like this Sephora Micro Smooth powder. Before you set your under eye, we don't want any creases. Girl, your man is to be able to come close to your face, okay? So you want to make sure there are absolutely no creases. So before you set, you want to quickly get your beauty blender. Yes, the damp one. Look up. Quickly blend that. Once you have that set, you want to get your Micro Smooth powder. Get it into all of the fine lines. You can see the obvious difference, right? After that's done, you want to get your setting powder and then push it into that area. Next, you want to powder your face. I'm using the Fenty Pro Filter powder. My shade is 450. So I'm gonna start here. I definitely love a blush. And then we get this small brush and just throw it under the eyes. You want to bring it closer to the under eye. We're going for that really soft blush feminine look. Then contour. The same brush that I used to apply the blush. And then we're going to go left and right on the nose. And of course the forehead. Just a little bit, not too much. I'm going to add a little bit of a pink iridescent highlight on my cheek. Right here. Just a little bit, just to tie in with that pink makeup look. Just a little bit. Then to add some dimension, I'm gonna add this ivory highlight shade right on top. Just a little bit. It's time for the fun part. You want to get your contour powder with a fluffy blending brush like this. Get that darker contour powder that you used on your cheek and just throw that into your crease. Use a fluffy brush, very important. When I just throw that into where the eyeshadow base is. Yes, remember to put an eyeshadow base. Take that into the bridge of the nose. For something more sultry, bring it out like so. The other eye. I'm going to go ahead and use the blush colors that I used on my face on my eyes, so that way everything marries well together. So we're going to get the darker color. Same brush, and then just throw that in there. Can you see how simple that is? Of course, you can bring it out if you want. It's going to marry into your blush. Lighter color, these two. And then just throw that on the lid. If you'd like the color to pop a little bit more, you go ahead and get a smaller brush like this one. Get into one of those colors. The trick with makeup brush is it will work wherever it fits. So this fits in here, so it will work there. Does that make sense? I'm not a big fan of, oh, this brush is for this particular area. As long as it fits into where you want it to be, it works. The under eye is as important as the eyelid. So using a small brush like this, can you see how fluffy that is? You want to throw those colors on your bottom lash line. You want to throw that right in there. Just blend, 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 blend. So I want to take that contour color that we used and just throw that in there again, just to deepen that color. Using a comb, I'm gonna line my waterline just a little bit. I don't want it to drop too much. I've got a love-hate relationship with lash extension. I feel like it just makes putting liner on really difficult, but I love it as well. So you want to smudge that color. You just paint not too much because you don't want. We're not going for like a dark smoky look. Trust me, the men don't like that smoky look. Let's keep it clean, okay? I'm gonna also smudge the liner at the bottom just a little bit. We want to smudge it so it doesn't look too dark. So we're not smudging down, we're smudging left and right. That's the trick, that's the technique. Now you want to line with a brown liner. You have to do a sexy cupid's bow. You need to have a cupid's bow. I mean, what's a sexy lip without a cupid's bow? This is the Lancome Lip Adult Liner in Morning Espresso. I'm gonna line the center with a soft pink. This is the lip shaper in The Tea is Hot, because the tea is hot, babes. Very hot. I'm gonna take a brush like this one and just blend out the edges. You still want it to be soft? I'm gonna use the Lancome Butter Glow in number 51. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you the secret. Just give me a second. Let's first use this really pretty pink in the middle. This is the RLG Moist Lip Gloss in Newman. Beautiful color. I know you guys are waiting for the secret, but I'll tell you in a second. Give me a second. I love a glossy lip for date night. It's very important. Now, the secret. I love a glossy lip for date night, so I'm going to use this Icy Mint color by Omariko. Now, the secret. I'll tell you the secret now. See, there's one color you never take to date night, especially when it's Valentine's date night. It's red. Just avoid it. It's a beautiful color, don't get me wrong, but avoid it. Because it's Valentine's Day, it's date night. It's gonna get messy, okay? We're not trying to touch up no red lips. We're trying to keep it glossy so that way we can touch up, okay? That's the secret. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Cute. What's most important is to get some highlight on your décolleté because that area needs to glow. It needs to be very attractive. So I'm gonna get the highlighter. Loose one. Remember we already put the Fenty one on it, so we're just gonna get the loose highlighter and just make sure that collarbone is speaking, darling. I love it. Of course, you have to finish off with a spray like the one size. This is Until Dawn. That's literally the name, because I want to lay on my man's chest, okay? So I need to make sure my makeup doesn't shift, so we're gonna get the one size spray or any spray that you like. Love it. So that is the look, guys. I hope you guys love this makeup and I hope you're able to recreate it. If you do go to a makeup artist, you can show them this look as well. Make sure you book me as well, okay? Bye guys.